All right, folks. I think we're live. Day after Christmas. Hopefully, everyone had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you may celebrate. Hopefully, you spent it with friends and family, had a good time. Before we get into it, I want to shout out and thank Lefty Murph for a very kind Christmas gift that he sent on Christmas Eve. Hopefully he pops in here throughout the stream and I can thank him once again while we're live. But I want to make sure I mention that Murph's the man, and very, very kind to him to do what he did with the Christmas gift. But we got the Uncle Tony Christmas hat out. We'll see. This thing is kind of messing with my eyes. We'll see if it messes with the square. There's a couple different settings to where it blinks fast, it blinks slow, and then it stays on. Maybe just for comedic effect, we'll leave it like this for a little while, but I may either take it off if I can't swing with it and or just put it on the solid lights because I can see it. Obviously, out of the corner of my eye, I can see the strobe lights blinking. Oh, man. It is quite literally freezing in here. It is, I came out, it was 27. It's 29.4 degrees. So we're 3 degrees below freezing. It'll probably go up a little bit because I'm holding this, but the 60, that's the humidity. We're at 29.4 in the garage. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches tonight, I think they're calling for. So I think the plan is we're going to warm up. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay out here, to be honest, but we're going to warm up and play 18 for the Twisted Sticks stroke play, which is Newport Country Club, which me and Danko did a 2-man record because that was new. Flashing lights would drive my eyes crazy, I know. I was just saying that, Bogeyman. I may, just for comedic effect, I'll leave it on like this for a little while. We'll see if it messes with the square, but I may turn them solid. So I can go, that's solid. But anyways, we're doing Newport Country Club, which I also selected for my league. But this is going to be the same course, just for the twisted stuff instead of mine. Does it show up on camera with all the other lights? Or is it not even, you can't really even, I'm sure you can notice it, but I was going to wear, Bogeyman Bill, you probably remember back in the day when I was outside, I played one Christmas. I added like snow after. I played in it's like a Yeti suit onesie. I was going to wear that, but I couldn't wear this stuff underneath it, and it's literally just too cold to only wear that. So we settled for the hat instead. Still going with the MaxFly Tour X, orienting the ball toward the blue stars. That was Toei. Blue stars face the square every time. New workout program's been doing a number on me. I worked out past couple days. I did legs 2 days ago. That was Christmas Eve. I did legs, and my legs are still fried. Yesterday, I went a little bit easier in the morning before I went over to family's house. I did easy back biceps and a little bit of shoulders. Really? You got the door open in the garage on the sim warm-up? I heard maybe you must have some of that warm stretch. People were saying, like, Whiskey Rich, Stice, some of the South guys, Midwest South guys, they were saying like 75-degree Christmas yesterday. Not here. This will likely be some pretty ugly golf, but it will be golf, so playing in a bit. Just got back from the gym. What's up, Toast? Door to the house. Only 40 outside. I was gonna say, I didn't know if you had that warm weather too, to where it was like 60, 70 degrees out and you're letting the sim warm up. Sometimes I do that if it's certainly a hat. Sometimes I do that in the fall and the spring, even the winter, if it's warmer. The garage, which it kind of sucks. In the summertime, it traps all the heat. In the wintertime, everything just escapes. So in the summertime, I need to open it up to cool it off. And then winter, fall, and spring, I need to open it to let some of the warmer air outside come in. That's what happens when you don't have insulation. How we doing? Crushing it? Hopefully everyone, I mentioned at the beginning, hopefully everyone had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I don't know when Kwanzaa starts, but I think it's coming up. Whatever you may celebrate, hopefully you did it with some good people. Some of the boys played last night. I think some of you guys were watching. They played Golf Boys Winter Wonderland course. It was Flying Fat Kid, Whiskey Rich, Take It Low, and Grip and Sip streamed it. I was in there for like 3/4 of it, talking some trash. Talking to some family members though over the past couple days, and they seems like sim golf. I mean, they're golfers, but sim golf people are getting more and more interested. People asking like, "Oh, I was looking at the Square and GS Pro and all that kind of stuff." So perfect 68 in my sim, minus 20 outside. Jeez. Well, it is a less than perfect 29 degrees in here. Oh, we're up to 30.3. I think the projector and the computer and the lights, maybe my hat's throwing off some heat. We're warming up a little. Still 2 degrees below freezing though. Lower back is rather tight. Slower week in terms of videos. With never know what you're going to get with the holidays and whatnot, but I did those 2 review videos, so I wanted them to do well. And sometimes I think I post videos too frequently, where I'm doing the 3 per week, and I almost kind of kill the momentum and step on my own videos by posting something so soon within a couple days. So we're trying out spacing them out a little bit, and I'll do something else in relation to these Tour X balls probably for the next video. Thinking maybe Monday. Couple football games yesterday. First 2 were on Netflix. I didn't watch, I don't think, anything of the game last night on Amazon, because I was watching the guys play sim golf. All right. Pitching wedge. This thing's probably going to be going. Oh. I was going to say 10 or 15 yards less. That was about 10. Every swing feels like a struggle right now.
At Crushina Golf tipped $5 through Super Chat. Let's get fired up. Lots of football and sim golf this weekend.
Let's go, crushing it. I appreciate you. You're the man, crushing it. Let me all right, we'll get fired up here. I need some fire in the garage, to be honest with you, but appreciate the super chat. You're the man. I will turn ads off here, courtesy of crushing it. Crushing it must like the hat. All right. Ads are off. Thank you, crushing it. We squeaked out a win the other day, Thursday Thunder, or Tuesday Thunder for me, Whiskey Rich, crushing it, and Captain Frank. Captain Frank turned into Robot Frank, but I'm surprised that held. I thought we were going to be the underdogs again. We ended up winning. One other group, who was it? Joe's group, tied us. Almost titled a new hat fund. I will say, if anyone wants to send another super chat, I'll take it off. If you guys want to send a super chat to make me take the hat off, I will also accept that. Haven't got any notification of our course record getting stolen, so I think we still have it. All right, 127. I had to swing pretty hard at that, but just about having fun around here. I know I look like an absolute moron with this hat on, but comedic value, comedic effect. Give you guys something to look at. I'm not opposed to looking like an absolute fool to make it a little more fun for you guys to watch. That's the only one you have? Was it you and D that had one, right? And then Flying Fat Kid stole it? I think the odds are rather low of getting anything close to 160 ball speed today. That's a 152 8 iron. I think we'll probably be about a half a club less on most of these. Apologies in advance about the sniffles and the snot and all that stuff, but there's not much I can do. Oh. Crushing it, let me know. I know I mentioned it. I think that was last week. I think I'm planning on playing with Friend Boy tomorrow. I got to message him, but next couple days, crushing it. If you want to do a two-man scramble, get a course record or something. I want to keep going with the member matches like I did with Golf Nut and taking it low. Or take it low, rather. All right. Couple hybrids. Should probably hit some wedges, but we'll go hybrid, wedge, putter, driver, and then do it. Not necessarily in any rush here to get going. I know hitting balls on the range is not the most exciting thing in the world, but it'll be around. Sounds good. Let's try to find a time. Ideally, I know you're out there on the West Coast, so we'll make something work, but ideally something kind of midday here to where the garage can be as warm as it can be. Little hooky hook. I want to see this about 215, 220. Or just back-to-back 208 duck hook. Okay, a little Healy, but that'll play. We'll hit some drives while we're kind of swinging a little bit fuller. Oh. Anyone got anything good golf related for Christmas? My Uncle Tony trolled me with some rubber driving range tees, which some of the boys in Discord thought it was something else, which I can understand kind of looks like it. But I got some driving range tees. I got this nice hat. I got a couple golf shirts. I got another one of these lined flannels, but there was no lining in the arms, so I'll probably return it and get another one. Tony gave me some tailor-made distance balls that he likes. He wants me to try them out, but take it low. Looked like he got some nice slippers. Good news is this Newport course is pretty darn open. I know I hate the ball speed. Obviously pretty far left, but can't feel my fingers. Oh, that was almost a shank. Nine degrees on the launch. Christmas rough for me, 3rd anniversary of my wife's passing. Sorry to hear that, Toast. Sorry to hear that. So far, we have off the planet left or off the planet right. Oh, Healy. This is going to be ugly. Three games tomorrow, right? On Saturday, NFL. Sounds like I need to cut water. I didn't drink. I've been doing some drinking the past couple days. I drank the night before Christmas Eve on Tuesday for Tuesday Thunder. I drank on Christmas Eve and then drank yesterday. Nothing crazy, but I'm not a huge drinker. So a couple days off for sure. I need a warm water is what I need. Had a, yesterday afternoon though, had a Nespresso with some, I think it was Bailey's in it, a little Irish coffee action. Man, we're going to have to aim like 2 fairways over to the right. Hold the face off. All right. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. A couple wedgie wedges. We'll roll a putt until we get a 0-0 HLA and then do it. Taking driver advice from Whiskey Rich. Dude, your ball speed's been good. You just got to get that side spin and the backspin figured out. Went to Simbar on Tuesday with my course buddies. Score destroys full swing. Never used a full swing, but yeah. I know you've said that, Toast, in the past, and just from seeing it on TGL, certainly not jealous of not having one. I'll put it that way. Oh, how come you just don't have people over your house? Even if you charge them, well, you don't have to charge them, but you could charge them like $5 and just do it there instead. Full swing is junk, especially the old version. Most of the cheap sims still run the old one. They're too cheap. I mean, full swing hasn't been around that long, has it? I mean, I've said it before. Heard it from Joe Legowski first. But no matter what, even TrackMan, anything radar inside is just not going to be as good. Like, literally, the Square would give the TrackMan a run for its money indoors. Obviously, it's the gold standard outside, so if you're at a range and hitting balls down the range, it's obviously the best that it gets, but camera is always going to beat radar in terms of accuracy and whatnot indoors. In terms of, obviously, the Square doesn't have swing speed, but all the club data and all that stuff, obviously, the TrackMan is going to be better indoors, but in terms of mainly just backspin, side spin, spin access stuff, Square is going to be better, as crazy as that sounds. But kind of one of those things with TrackMan. Denko was saying someone he knows is getting one. Part of the appeal of a TrackMan is telling people that you have a TrackMan. Whether it's an indoor business, you can advertise that it's a TrackMan facility, or someone like Dankster who's balling out, his friend or coworker, whoever it is, telling people that they have a TrackMan at their house. But all right, just about go time here. Change this to putter. If they're lefty. TK will come play with us, Bob, too. Mike's be here next week. What'd you get, Toast? What'd you get from Mike's? Do you go like cheap Amazon, or did you get like DJI or DJI or like Hollyland? You're an audio guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if you want something nice. But honestly, the cheap mics on Amazon aren't bad. I used them for a long time. Take It Low has like a $6 mic he uses, which honestly sounds, it's not as clear. You can tell the difference, especially if you're an audio guy or you do streams and stuff, but they definitely work, and they're 100% better than not having a mic, for sure. Anything just on your body in terms of a lavalier mic, while you're moving around or facing the screen instead of looking at like the camera, it's going to be way better. Oh, really? He had it? He washed it, so he was forced to upgrade? What do you go, like $20 instead of $6? All right, this is 0-0. Here we go. Newport Country Club. Coming in hot. These scores are probably going to be pretty low, I would assume. We're going to turn this hat to solid. If you want to see it blink, go back in the video or go back in the stream. That blinking light was starting to give my eyes some issues. All right, stroke play, twisted sticks, the Newport Heritage Championship at Newport Country Club. What do we got? 5-foot gimmies, white tees, Thursday pins, firm 13. Oh, man. It's not too late. I got to play this, but I did my league as well. We'll do it. Man, firm 13. This is going to suck. To be fair, I think that's what the course recommended settings were, but more expensive ones. I think you got to use Hollylands for half off. Firm 13 could be interesting. It's gonna be something crushing it. I'm gonna try to keep the energy up for that super chat. So we're gonna try to keep the complaining to a minimum. This course is wide open though. Do a flyover. The other, I jokingly call him the imposter Hosel Rocket or Timu Hosel Rocket. He's the Canadian Hosel Rocket. I think he's like over 50, over 55. The guy's really, really good. He's way better golfer than I am, but it was Hosel Rocket TO that did this. And honestly, this course, when me and Danko loaded up, we were both surprised at how good it looks. It almost looks like a CE sim golf course, as crazy as that sounds. But let's hit the flyover. First hole, par 5, 444. I mean, look how good this looks. Turns out the other Hosel Rocket, way better at golf than me, and way better at course design than I could ever be. I don't mind the firm fairways. Firm greens are going to be tough, and 13 stimps also going to be tough, but here we go. Love it. Be rough, be rough, be rough. No. 180 raw carry. Negative 2,400 side spin. That was bad, but I didn't feel that bad, to be honest. All right. 3.9, so we're going to do the Whiskey Rich trick. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be close. Those batteries on that keyboard are dying because it's so cold. So that may not be exact, but that should neutralize some of that 3.9 left. Going 3 wood out of this. It's going to get eaten up, but I actually didn't hit that bad. 148 ball speed, 236. A little bit low, but we've got 43. Hitting 3 into a 5. Got a little bit of a backstop. Out of the rough. Get a little bit better stopping power now with these balls, but we're 43 up to 46. This looks like long rough, but we'll probably give it an extra 2 or 3. So 48, 49. And probably want to land these about 10 short. So I think we're looking at about 39-ish. Not 52. Why'd I hit that so hard? All right, 29 down to 20 on 13 stimp. Probably play this like a 15-footer. I don't even know if that's enough, to be honest. This snap's pretty good, and it's just going to keep moving. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Oh, that was actually it if I didn't pull that. We'll take the par, though. These things are going to be slippery. Does look like CE Sim Golf. Jay Pruitt's been getting to that level 2 lately. Same thing. I mean, there's a lot of good people now out there crushing it between Jay Pruitt, T Squared. This one looks awesome. There's a lot of guys that are stepping their game up. 7 under is the leader. D-Lud's in second at 3 under. Good week for D-Lud. Strong Design Studios 2 under in third place. Obviously, Run Putt Run. C-Drum doesn't quite do graphics-wise something like this, but in terms of overall design with all the fantasy stuff, I'd put C-Drum up there too. But cool thing is they're just going to keep getting better and better. I think if we can keep this to around even by the end of this, I'd be pretty happy. This is kind of a bomber's paradise type of course to where there's not a ton that you'll have to contend with some of the deep rough, but the fairways are really wide and it's link style, so there's not a ton to get in trouble with. As long as we make halfway decent. Halfway decent contact off the tee. That's probably going to run into the bunker. Boing. Drive looks familiar. You figured it out, though. You had a little army golf going in the first couple holes, but then you were hitting some really good shots. 59 up to 60. Basically, we need, I think, a 50. Same shot as last time when I was trying to hit it 39. Spin hard. Okay. So with these balls, I don't need to quite play it 10 short. You do get stopping power on these type of greens, these firm greens, but it's more delayed. So you see how it bounces like 2 or 3 times and then it puts the brakes on? You just don't get that immediate stopping power. As I flew that 57 raw, 56 in the game, and that was only 5 yards all said and done, rolled out. Looks... Oh, what is going on with this keyboard? Looks pretty straight. It will move a touch. We're going to go right side of the flag. Little tappy tap. Little tappy tap. Let's go. Caw-caw. That one's for crushing it. I got so many layers on. Honestly, it's not bad in terms of like I have thermal leggings and a thermal long sleeve underneath this thing that's pretty thick. It's just my feet and my hands. It's really my feet, even though I have wool socks on. It's my feet on the cold concrete. It's not as bad on the mat, but feet and hands are the main thing. We want no part of that OB. Well, we got no part of the OB, but we had to aim about 100 yards right to keep it in bounds. .36 out of the rough. This is where I lose a ton of stopping power because the rough's just gonna take all the spin off. Up to about 37. The rough will probably give it another 2, so 39. It is uphill, but we're probably looking for about 29, 30, 31, 32, somewhere in there. Bouncy, bouncy. 27, 29 would have been good. 29 or 30. Pretty straight-ish. Uphill, but it will still break on these 13s. We'll go there. Basically 10.5 up to 12.5. So it probably needs to feel like a 9 or a 10. Boom, baby. Caw-caw. .204. This is where we may get in a little bit of trouble with these long irons. We're going to go 5-iron. Very unlikely I hit this good and it carries that far, so it should just run up. However, we'll go 6. These firm greens and firm fairways, this is probably going to run like 20 yards. But I'm only expecting probably about, what do we got up there? Low par in the front. Probably only expecting about 170, 180 out of this 6-iron right now. .180 and left. Sit. Sit, sit, sit. Not the place you want to miss. Now we're short-sided. 30 out of the rough. We got 22 to the front. I probably got to fly this about 24, 25 with the rough to get it over that. And I think everything funnels. Yeah. So we'll go there. Sit. No spin out of the rough. That's a tough one to get it to stop. I hit it too hard, but it's basically you got to just find your landing spot, which that was about 5 off of that, and now we're about 6 yards away. $18 playing $16. Pushed it. Man, I pushed that and that was still super low. Oh, there's a bogey. better-ish. Low on the face. But I think we'll get one. We'll get at least one here. That's about 270 in the air. If I don't hit it so low in the face. 135 into the wind up to 136. I think it's just a pitching wedge. Low spot there. I'm going to try to get this there. Choke down 9 may be better, but the fuller pitching wedge will have a little bit more spin and stopping power. Tugged it. Toey, toey, toey. Try that. The 13 speed-wise doesn't seem bad. It's just it's breaking more than I'm anticipating. I even pulled that, and it still missed it. I thought that was going to be way too much break. So far, so good with the Tour X's. Kind of getting used to just orienting them. It's not a huge deal. You got to bend down more, but head to the sim, catch you on the next one. See you, Boogeyman. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck out there. Hey now. Back to the target. Backspin wasn't bad. The side spin off the toe is not great there. 111 out of the rough. All right, we're going to go. I mean, it's about the number. Probably 80-90% approach wedge here. Hit the number. Spin. It's out of the rough. It's not going to have spin. 9,500, though. We hit the number. That was just not the right number. Figure out a couple hours before the daughter gets here for leftovers. I had a leftover ham sandy before I came out here. So we basically got just shy of 29 up to 37. I don't know if that's enough. Brutal. Good roll. Wasn't enough. We'll take tap in pars, though. Hindsight, probably should have done my league first. Not playing the past 2 days. It's crazy how I think Take It Low jokingly said yesterday, I haven't played in 24 hours, I'm rusty, but 2 days not playing, you kind of feel that, especially how cold it is and doing the workouts and stuff. But hindsight, I should have done probably my league and then done this, because this is a gettable course, especially if I haven't hit a single, even halfway decent drive. Better. .268. Still toey. 216. We're on a 4-iron up there. Oh, run. And by run, I mean run into the bunker. We're short of it. .36 out of the rough. This one's probably going to be 10 short. Uphill. 36, 37, probably up to like 39 or 40. It's probably about a 30 shot. Not good with warm-ups, like starting with a par 3 or par 3 auto putt, even 9-hole league, get the feels back. I hear you. I would have done. I did the this club, the Twisted Club. They have the pitch and putt, and they have the par 3. I did those earlier this week, so I didn't really have that. And as cold as it is, I kind of want to just like get the stuff done that I want to get done and not play around just to play around. So that's why I kind of took my time on the range. But I kind of knew today was one of those days where you don't maybe have it quite as much crushing it with the temperature controlled stuff, but I knew the way my body was feeling in terms of working out and being kind of drained from just the holidays in general. Between, like I said, I didn't go crazy with drinking, but even just like sometimes I get drained. I don't know if you guys are the same with like social interactions, just talking to a bunch of friends and family kind of stuff. Even that, just being like socially active kind of drains me too. So I just knew it kind of is what it is. If this was like a major week or I really wanted to play well on something, I probably just wouldn't do this today, or I would have done something else. But like, I don't think my feet are going to be freezing by the end of this. I don't know if I'll be able to play more than this anyways. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. What did I say, about 30? Not 36. Okay. Still a birdie putt. Kind of what I'm saying though with this course, like I'm playing pretty sloppy and I'm still 1 under. I'm giving myself birdie putts. If I just either warmer or if I did this like a day or two later, I probably would have had a better chance. But I did really like this course, so what are you going to do? It's not breaking a ton, but it is downhill. All right, 13 down to 10 on 13 stimps. This will probably feel like a 7-8 footer. Okay, that's brutal. Thought that was going to break more than that. That was a 0.1, and that didn't really turn. I feel like I hit that pretty easy too. Same putt. All right, save par. I think it's just an 8-iron. 164 down to about 161, 162. If I can fly this in the neighborhood of about 150, 155, should be pretty good. Sometimes though, I was talking to my uncle about this on Christmas Eve. Golf is funny sometimes, where you're talking about warm-ups to where whether you're here in the sim or on the range, you have a really good warm-up on the range if you do warm up kind of thing, and then you play like crap on the course, and then sometimes you either don't warm up or you have a crappy warm-up and you play great. I think it's just kind of back to what I said. It just depends on the day, really. Some days you have it, some days you don't. And that is not it. Somehow funnel. Or stay at the very back. Surprised that went that far. That was super toey. But although today's score is not going to be anything to write home about, these swings haven't been great. All of it eventually adds up to where this is still beneficial. My game in the long run will still be better from playing today. So it's not all bad. This thing turned a lot. Try that. We'll just be pretty happy with the inner circle here. 34. Probably play this closer to like a 30. Sit. I hammered it. We're just going. Caw. That's huge. That is just dumb luck right there. Mostly dumb. Caw. Nice hammer. Nice triple threat. Okay. 2 under through 8. 260 there. Probably even go a little further right. Get out of it. No, that was better too. 271. Aim too far right. Man, that would have rolled forever too. Oh well. Now we got deep rough. Just made this hole a lot harder. So we're going to add another 28 out of here. 68 up to 73. And I probably want to land this 63, even 60. I think I'm going to go 7. It's possible I hit an 8 halfway decent. It gets there because it's going to have just no spin on this. But nice one. Thanks, crushing it. Better be lucky than good. Oh, I nuked it. Sit. That was supposed to be a smooth 7. That just came out like a regular 7. All right. I was giving Crushing It a hard time the other night about putting. This one is a little bit... This one's a ton of rough to go through. Usually you're right. You did the right thing, Crushing It, I think. If you're playing by yourself, you just want to get it in the circle. Probably a better chance, but with 3 other people putting, I think it's more makeable. By myself here, I'm not sure because you don't know how it's going to come out, but if you have another person that putts, I think Whiskey was going first to figure out how it comes out as a putt. Whiskey Rich cracked me up last night. He hit one. He putted one out of the rough. Putted, baby girl. Whiskey Rich putted one last night out of the rough. He's like, no, I'm going to putt it. And then like a couple holes later, he had something like this, and he was like, well, I don't know. There's a lot of fairway to get through. I was like, dude, you just putted one out of the rough. What do you mean? It is a long putt, though, and it's way uphill. This is a 35, basically a 36-footer up to 47. All right, we'll putt it. 47 and then 54. It's probably not enough. Practice what I preach, Crushing It. Practice what I preach to Crushing It. I didn't hit it. That got 8 up, too. That was a 9 mile an hour, 9.5 mile an hour that went basically 15 feet. Well, now we're definitely putting it. That sucks. Well, we need this for par. Ow! Bogey. Stand by my assessment, kind of. Saw that with Whiskey. Interesting, very interesting. Well, for the record, I was going to chip that. I was saying by myself, I probably would have had a better chance of in the circle. But I think what I was saying was, which I agree with, and that's what you were saying, maybe. All right, I think you said hole out, but I still stand by if you're in a scramble, even that, you probably have a better chance of making it in the hole with a putt. But in terms of an inner circle, I would have taken all of that rough out of, or all that fairway out of play. So maybe we wasted a stroke there. Who knows? What do we got up here? Yeah, that's not even the right fairway. That should be fine. Where's the draw? Hit it decent. 274. No draw. 228 out of the rough. Hybrid, let it run up there. Interesting angle. Trying something is never a waste of strokes, unless it's missing happy hour at Studs. This is my Studs Christmas hat. Welcome to Studs. All right. Probably missed this left, but I want to take that, whatever that should be as it lies, whatever that is over there, just in case this doesn't draw. Most likely this will snap hook, but course management. Oh, God. Drop kicked it. Two degrees up. Luckily, it's a par 5. I hit that so far behind it, the club was bounced off the mat up into the ball. 2 degrees. 163 yards of raw carry, 123 ball speed. That ball speed should have been like 20 mile an hour faster. We are dialed in. That swing kind of hurt too. All right, what is this thing doing? We're still hitting 3. After all that, we're still 3 into a 5, so we'll have a birdie. Oh, we'll have a birdie putt, I think. 0.8. $37 up to 38. We will have some stopping power. I think it's about a 30, 32-ish. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Didn't hit it. Birdie putt, though. 30, 32 would have been perfect. $14. Playing 17. Caw-caw. Unconventional birdie right there. No guts, no glory here. That said, if I happen to hit one like I did on the last one with that 270 carry, that's going to be no bueno. Because it'll probably take a massive bounce, but we'll call that a good miss if it happens. Oh, I definitely didn't hit a 270. Sit. .9 left. These don't get affected as much, though, because the VLA pretty much just takes out. It gets higher in the air before it has time to push it left and right. It's 1.9 left. I'm going to even aim left because that's a high spot over there. 27 out of the rough, so it's going to take off all the spin. So we're probably up to about 28, 29, which means I'm probably in the neighborhood of about 20. Set, 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 set. 20 would have been good. Hit 22. Oh boy. Oh, let's go. That's a tricky putt right there. Starting to get some feels back, but not any warmer, unfortunately. Ah. Stay in the regular rough. That was super low in the face. 177 out of the rough. Uphill. There's no way an 8 iron gets there and a 7 iron if I hit it like the other one's too much. So, hit and hope. Draw. I hit that how I wanted to, too. It's about as close to out of the bunker as I could have got there. It's a perfectly flat lie. This is kind of strange. Perfectly flat line. It says sand. We're like right on the edge. So give it the old 50% rule. Call it another 4.5, 5 out of here. 9 up to 10. 15. I probably want to land this about the number. Fly at about 10. That sucks. Had a feeling that may happen. That was a strange lie to have 0-0 there in the sand. Indiana Jones at first glance. What's up, Kamish? This is my studs Christmas hat. We had here, I'll give you this for a second. We had this going originally, but it started to mess with my eyes. Well, drop stroke there. How's Florida, Kamish? Yikes. Oh, it's a par 5? All right, this is still for par. I don't know if this is going in, but... This thing's got to trickle. Trickle. 13, probably hit this like 10. Oh, I didn't hit it. All right, that's a bogey. 2 under. Florida's good. Had some small sharks swimming in super shallow water. Better be careful. Is shark tooth, is that part of the protocol? Have you played yet? What are your plans for golf? I think from what you said, you were going, I think, from the airport to the hotel or whatever, or wherever you stay, and you were going to have the the clubs on the across the lap of your poor kids in the back seat. 143 up to 150. I think a 9 iron bounces up there. That was my nickname in college. Oh, that's not it. That is not it. Okay. 11 degrees down. There's Kamish's summer house back there. $20 out of the rough. 11 down. This may end up in the bunker no matter what I do. We're not going to switch to the tri-fly, but this one with that tri-fly VLA would be nice. We just need to land this. 9's to the front. The rough add a couple extra, so we need like probably 11, 12. Not 15. I will say it's a little bit tougher. These are kind of similar to those TP5s. A little bit tougher to hit those really delicate shots. Those tri-flies just pop up and off the face so nice that they're easy to hit those like really delicate ones. These, they kind of just shoot forward more than they go up. Didn't have to bring the clubs. It'd be fun fit a full-size rental. Of course, they give us a free upgrade to a minivan. House looks nice. That sucks. You could maybe, if you wanted to play, it would cost you some money, but you could see if any of the courses have, I've been using the Tour X's now, Kamish, for a couple days now. You could see if any of the courses, they offer rentals. You probably pay like $100 to rent the clubs for a round, but at least allow you to play if that's an option. I'm using the, you can watch the video if you want. I know you don't really care. Basically, the cliff notes are, I'll show you. I'm using these, the USA pattern, the red and blue stars. Basically, every single time they're half and half. I need to basically turn the ball every time to where that's what the score is looking at, and it works awesome. But if it uses the red, if there's no club stickers, then it reads as dead straight. And if there are club stickers and you happen to have the red facing it, then it estimates it. But when was the first time? I used them the first time with Danko when we played this for the course record. They came in, I think they came in Saturday. I filmed it. I put it up for members. That video got released on Monday. I played with Danko Monday, and then I did Tuesday Thunder Tuesday, and I played with them. And now this is the third time using them for a round, but I do like them. I was curious, those ones that you gave me with the black line down the middle, I may test some of those out, but unfortunately, you kind of have to buy. I don't want to spend $40 on one dozen, so you kind of have to buy 4 of them if you're going to buy any. And to not have one of those work, I don't know if that's necessarily worth $100 just to test it, but it does work. It takes an extra couple seconds every time to rotate the ball. It doesn't matter for putts, but every other shot, you got to just rotate it to make sure that the blue stars are facing the square, and they work good. Similar, though, what I was seeing on course. I didn't use them while you were there, but the last 2 days when I played well, better ball speed off the tee for sure because they're higher compression, so they're going a bit further. Irons, it's a similar distance. There's a little bit of trade-off. They're a little bit faster and higher ball speed, and you have better spin throughout the middle of the bag. So distance is probably comparable. It's just higher ball speed versus the lower compression of the tri-flies, but distances are pretty similar in the middle of the bag. And then the biggest difference I can tell, obviously, with wedges is you get much higher. I'm getting probably double the backspin kind of thing with wedges. 12. Play this as about 10. This is the twisted stick stroke play. I didn't hit it. Go, travel, 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 travel. I didn't hit it. And we're giving up strokes. Up and down golf here. There's 2 bogeys in a row. So like this, instead of more sauce in the Witchman for sure. They don't launch as high, so that's why I was saying with those delicate shots. But instead of usually having 24 tri-flies here, and you can just go like this usually and just put it here, you need to take that extra second to bend down like this and make sure. Basically, I'm always looking at the red side of the ball. So an extra couple seconds every time, you got to remember to do it. Not ideal, but to be able to use a more premium ball, decent trade-off in my opinion. All right, 7-iron. Simmer. I hit it good. Firm. Oh, well. I hit it good. What are you going to do? I got mine quick. I don't know how long. I guess it probably depends on how many Dixon Golf Galaxies you guys have in your area. I ordered mine on, it was late Thursday night, and they came in Saturday by like 5 p.m. They got delivered. Yes and no, Kamish. Yes and no. So basically, if you don't move it, like your dad, I'm assuming, because your dad has a square. I'm assuming does your dad have club stickers on all of his clubs? I'm assuming he does. Basically, the way the square works is it goes on order of priority. So first and foremost, it wants to be able to lock onto a decal. It just doesn't see the red star, so it can't lock onto it. But basically, say like we're using a Pix ball, it goes order of priority. Number 1, it tries to lock onto the Pix ball. If it can't lock onto the Pix ball, and you're using a plain white ball or the red's facing it, then it goes to, if you have club stickers on, it estimates the backspin and side spin. And then if you don't have club stickers and it can't lock onto anything, it just reads dead straight. So if you want, you can watch. It's a kind of a long video, but I went through all that in the video I posted, my latest video. So it'll still, if you have club stickers, it'll estimate the side spin, but obviously it's estimated versus measuring it. But you can't, I was talking about it in the video, like if you went over and you used your dad's square and you didn't have club stickers and everything was dead straight, like they look at that stuff for SGT, like Cook looks at that. So you can't play around with a handful of shots that just go dead straight. Otherwise, they're going to catch on to you and boot you out. So you can't really even do that in terms of, I know you're kind of kidding with the cheat code, but you'll end up getting booted out of SGT if you have half a dozen dead straight balls. 57 down to 56. I don't know. We'll try this. Or it's up to 56 or up to 58. Still turns a ton. That's way too much. Or not enough? That came off hot. How is that short? The break just killed that? That felt like I hit that like 70. Typical Kamish comes in here and now we start falling apart. Now we're not even Not even paying attention. Thanks a lot, Florida man. Didn't hit it. Yikes. Another bogey. Good explanation. That's good about SGT. Yeah, they know too. I never hit a dead straight ball in my life. Yeah, I mean, they know, like, they look at that stuff. Like, if it happens a couple times on accident, you're not gonna have an issue. But if you play like multiple rounds kind of thing, where you have, like even Big Dog, I've had it too, where you do hit straight balls with zero art like side spin every once in a while. One out of every probably couple hundred shots, it does happen. But if you have multiple in the same round, and then you play multiple rounds with multiple in there, they're gonna catch on. They're not gonna like it. So I don't know if it's as quick as like they see it and there's a pattern, they boot you, or if he contacts you and say, hey, this is like warning number one, you got to figure this out. But one, I would never do that. I know you're kidding, but one, you would never do it just in terms of you want it to be measured. So if you're hitting it good or hitting it bad, you want it to reflect it. Two, I don't care. I don't even play SGT, so I don't care enough about the leagues or even the club or SGT to actually cheat. So it's kind of a non-issue for me. And considering I have club stickers on everything, it would estimate it anyways. But yeah, all that to say, Cliff Notes, you got to have the ball, half of the ball facing the square. That's the blue dots. And if you do that, they work great. So like this one, sometimes people do it anyways if you want to like put a logo to where you hit like the inside of the ball. Some people do it anyways. So like the tee is not a big deal, and honestly, you just got to spend that extra couple seconds bending down to do it. But no draw, super Healy into the deepage. I think I'm getting cold, getting tired. This is fun. 125, 126. No spin. I'm going to hit a full approach wedge. They're all, I was looking though on the website, they're all sold out. Dick's and Golf Galaxy, at least in my area, they're all sold out of the skull pattern. So I think they're not discontinuing the tri-fly, but I think they're discontinuing that that model and that design. So you can't even buy them anymore, at least in my area. I stocked up on them. I've been liking the performance of these, so I will probably just keep using the tri-flies as like warm-up range balls kind of thing, and then use these as the gamer balls, but you can't even get them. But all I have to say, I'm hopeful going into 2026 that they maybe have seen some people's videos, or maybe people contacted them asking, and I'm hoping that they put out a ball that's even, I mean, first and foremost, if they did an entire ball with blue dots or blue stars or black stars, that'd be awesome. That would be great. And ideally, even better, they would be a little bit bigger to where it's like a pix ball pattern, and MaxFly just goes to that. That'd be awesome if they do that for a new design in 2026. Those would sell like hotcakes. More concerned about other people doing it. A little chilly in the shade in Florida. Might be the Miami advice I just had. I feel bad for you, Commish. You better bundle up. Better make sure you don't catch a cold. What are you at, the pool or something? Or the beach? Run now, run. We'll putt it. We'll putt it just for crushing it in Whiskey Rich. Uh, 28, 30, 42. Man, this rough, it's not even rough. The fairway is just killing them. I don't know if I didn't hit enough. I don't know what 8.4 equates over. It felt like that was going to be enough. They're just getting eaten up. What did we get it to at one point? I think we were three. Were we 3 under? 1 under, 2 under, 1 under. Yeah, we were 3 under. That was right. Can you guys see where Commish showed up? Hole 12. We were 3 under, and now we're even. Knocking on the door of another bogey. Nine. Probably feel like a 7. Finish strong. See you, buddy. Should have chipped. All right, that doesn't look like we want to be over there either. And we're going right towards it. Okay. The draw is no longer drawn. 71 out of the deepage. We do have some green to work with. It says it's downhill. That's going to be another 14, almost 15 out of here. So we're 72 up to 87. I probably want to land this at least 10 short. So 77, like a 75. Basically about, I'm not close to the number, but almost. Commish sabotage? I don't know. Tell me about it, Frank. He was keeping score. Might go snag Jumbo Max today for fun. I thought you said crushing it. Is that in relation to Frank or what? Or didn't you say the other day that you had Jumbo Max on everything? Or was that not you? What are we looking like for the TNT, Frank? $85 is too much. Not super far off. 75 wouldn't have been enough. Should have been an 80 shot, but decent recovery, all things considered. That was funny the other night. We were watching Flying Fat Kid. He started off, they had like a couple good holes. He's like, Hosel, you keeping score? You keeping score for us? And then they started falling apart. And I kept needling Flying Fat Kid saying, hey, I'm still here keeping score. Still keeping score. All right, trickle, trickle. Caw. Go figure. Commissioner leaves. Back on the birdie train. He's just got a cloud of negativity and bad scores surrounding him, whether he's playing or not. All it takes is him to come in the chat and everything goes downhill. Close to 8. We'll grow over the weekend. Nice rollies back. I hit that so easy too. All right. Let's go 2 more birdies, and then I think we tied D-Lud. We kind of fell apart here. We had a chance. If we kept that going, we had a chance to compete up there with Zona. But D-Lud shot 3. Strong Design Studio shot 2. Flying Fat Kid shot 1. Good week for FFK. I knew he'd like this course. Oh, he's playing. Is he playing right now? He's on 3. Is he streaming? I don't know if he's actively playing or if he's only played 3. Does this show if they're live on the course? I know my video's over there, but it has... I guess we'll keep an eye on it. It says he's on 3. I don't know if... I know online they have like the green dot showing that he's actively playing. I pretty much stream every time I play. I don't know if you guys feel similar, but if Flying Fat Kid's playing right now and he's not streaming, it almost feels like, hey, what the heck? He's like cheating on us, playing and not showing us. I hit that hard too. 157. There's no spin. 148 out of the rough. Niner. Looks like he may have started. Doesn't look live. His phone's active on Discord. Nothing coming up. I'll see after this. He plays quick, so he'll probably be, if he is playing, he'll probably be on the like hole 5 after I finish this. But yeah, he may have done it. Maybe this was like last night or the last time he played. Maybe he only played a couple holes and then had to go. I was going to say, if he was playing, I was going to call him, tell him to do our scramble for the first time in like 3 months. Go! All right, we're not putting this. We're not putting it, crushing it. Learned our lesson. These putts keep getting eaten up. $13. It's a little uphill. Like at 8 or 9, maybe even 10 with these balls. Not 13. God. These things just shoot off the club. Have to go out to get food at -20. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave either. Follow me for more tips. All right, what is this thing doing? We got 1, 2 going one way. We got 3 going one way, and then like 1 going the other. I mean, it's pretty straight, but I think it's still going to be... $10. Par's not bad, but we need birdies. All right, let's see if FFK moved at all. No, he's still on 3. I think he said, didn't Grip and Sip ask him last time, or last night, if he wanted to play with his daughter? Grip and Sip and his daughter versus Flying Fat Kid and his daughter. I thought that was today, maybe. Stice chat entry. What's up, Stice, man? Did you get more holes in your screen for Christmas or what? Is that what Santa Claus brought you? It's fine, but it's super low in the face again. Probably a good thing anyways. My lower back is shot. I would just keep playing worse if me and Flying Fat Kid happen to do our Twisted Scramble. All right. 95 up to 102. What do we get up there? Low in the front. I think it's about the number. It's about a 95, 97-ish. Santa brought me some nice goodies for the stream setup. Holes haven't been tempting. Double bogey to tie you. We had a decent score going for how cold it is in here. It's 32 degrees on the dot, so we're at freezing. Haven't played in 2 days, but we got it to 3 under. We were 3 under through 11, and then this is right here when Kamish showed up, and then this right here is when Kamish left, and then we're playing better now. So these 3 are Kamish right there. 12, 13, and 14 is courtesy of Kamish. All right, not terrible. I mean, I said 95, 97. I hit it. Just 95 would have been better. Now this is one of those where you cannot be long. This one, as much as I want this to go in for birdie, if I happen to tap this a little bit too hard, there's still some flat spot, but if it gets more than about a couple grids past this is running to the front of the green. So we're going to play this. I mean, as it is, it's 13 down 6. We're going to play this very, very conservative. I'm going to play this like a 3-foot putt. I mean, look at that thing trickle. Stop, 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 stop. Jeez. All right. 1 under. What did I say at the beginning of this? If I was even, I would have been happy. What's up, Glitchy Golf? Sexy hat, bro. He does that to folks. Learn not to challenge Dice Point TM. Yeah, poor guy had a rough night the other night versus you and Golf Nut. What time is it? 2:43. I didn't necessarily was in a rush. It's just my feet are freezing. I think that may do it. My lower back's pretty tight. I don't necessarily know if I want to play anything else, to be honest. And I didn't look at the stats. Apologies, I was going to look at that. What else do we have to do? I guess we don't have to do anything, but Crushing It's exec leave at Geneva National, the Palmer course. FFK's at Whoville Par 3. We will definitely not be doing the tips. I'm at Newport Country Club again. I do really like that course. Bogey's Backyard's at Premonition. Feel Good Tour. I'll probably do that over the next couple of days. Sylvie's Ranch. Craddock. Twisted Scramble, which me and Flying Fat Kid probably won't do. Union Golf. Whoville for the Christmas special, but that doesn't count for the rankings. SGT's at Silver Tip. Auto Putt. Pro. Got to hit up Big Dog. He's in Australia. He's on like a 17-day vacation. He said he was going to look up some indoor sim places. See if we can get our scramble in. No pros. I don't know. I guess apparently I didn't get kicked out of no pros because I still see it. I won last week. Kamish was threatening on kicking me out. Kamish is at Hitchcock Links. D-Lud's at Rustic Canyon. Murph's at Paynes Valley. Again, shout out to Murph. I didn't see him I don't think he popped in. Maybe he'll watch some of the replay, but shout out to Murph. Very, very kind Christmas gift he sent a couple days ago. Murph's the man. And J-Lag is at Shadow Ridge. That's the new CE Sim Golf course that we just played. Happy holidays. Hosel, bro. You too, Stice, man. Good round for being in the cold. Assistant commish. I think he's vice commish. You can check out the org chart. I mean, realistically, I wanted commish to still feel good. Frank's been doing a better job than commish. Commish is over there flying on trips. He's in Florida on vacation. For all intents and purposes, Frank's the new commish. But in terms of the org chart, and there will only ever be one commish. Commish is still the commish, but for all intents and purposes, Frank's basically running TNT now. Which, hard to argue with over the past. He's done the lineups the past 2 weeks, and those have been, granted we had good amount of numbers with people probably with some time off and able to play and stuff, so we had good numbers in terms of people that were able to play, but all of those teams were really even, and any of those teams, they were all within a couple strokes both weeks. Any of those teams could have easily won. So that is credit to the planning, which is not as easy as you would think it would be, especially like people that pop in that we don't really know what their handicap is kind of stuff. And depending on who's playing good at what time and cold weather, people are injured, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of variables that go into making those lineups. So Frank's been doing a good job. Jets sent to Florida on the company dime. Come on, Kamish. Yeah, he's taking TNT money to go book trips, I think. I think that's what he's doing. Frank does a much better job. Still only one real Kamish, yeah. Number's going to keep climbing. Ryan Asu Golf. Ryan Golf. How do you get in TNT? Just join the Discord. There's a link. What was that? 5 chats up. From Nightbot says join the Discord. All you have to do is just say you're in. Ideally, it's just everything's run through my Discord. So you don't need to be like, it's free. You don't need to be a member or anything. Greatly appreciate it if you do become a member. But you basically just say you're in, and then we do, most of the time it's 4-man scrambles. On Tuesday we had 20 guys, so we had 5 groups of 4 all competing for the same course record. And we all join voice channels through Discord. Ideally, you have a webcam and a wireless mic so we can hear you. But that's all you have to do. If not, it's no big deal. Some guys use their phone, and if you have a pair of AirPods, it works good too. But yeah, just join the Discord, and you can hop in. Frank just put up a poll up this morning asking who's in. I think it's up there for like 2 days. So if you guys want to play, usually we do it on Thursdays, but last week because of Christmas and this week because of New Year's, we're doing it on Tuesday instead. But for the foreseeable future, for most weeks going forward, they'll be on Thursdays like usual, unless we have. Oh yeah, I guess you need SGT Pro too to be able to do the course record. Unless we keep getting more and more guys that want to play, it's possible we do 2 per week, which starts to get a little bit much. But if there's enough people that want to keep playing, I'm not opposed to doing Tuesday and Thursday. Meet me on the 18th green at 9 a.m. and I'll let you in and turn the sprinklers on. Which I will say, me, Captain Frank, Crushing It, and Whiskey Rich were the big winners last week, so have to put that in there as a side note. We can hit some shots on the range for like 15 minutes if you guys want to hang out, ask any questions, but I don't really feel like swinging driver anymore, to be honest. Actually, you know what we'll do? We're gonna do the ladder. We'll work on some wedges with these Tour X balls, get a little better feel for them in terms of how much rollout they get. Today's one of those double-edged swords I was looking forward to playing, just because I hadn't hit balls in 2 days. So it's one of those things where you're away from the sim, you want to play golf, but it's just so cold and I'm so sore. All right, we'll get the 60 and the 56 out. I think we'll go like 25. I think that's the lowest we can go. We'll go 25 up to maybe, I guess we can do 100, 105. We'll get the approach wedge out. Maybe even 115. Get a little crazy. Ladder. I wish GS Pro needs to update this. Like, I'd rather have so where you can type it in instead of, you can only do the slider. 25 is the lowest. Like, if you're going to do the ladder, just let us customize it. Let us go from like 5 yards all the way up to whatever we want. We'll go 120, 121, close enough. 3 attempts per level. You just need 1 distance step. We'll go every 5 yards. We'll give ourselves 10%. We'll go total -1. So these first ones, 10%, this green's only 2.5 yards, which is pretty small. But as we get up to 100 yards, it'll be out towards 20 yards in terms of the green. I think just in general, I'll play these 5 short. That rolled out 4. I'll start getting more spin, but just looking for 25 on this. Ugh. Definitely a little more checkup on these Tour X's for sure. Do we check, Frank? Do you need the pro membership or you just need the regular SGT membership? I would assume you just need the regular to do course records, right? Because the pro, unless they lump the course records and the leagues into pro, I thought the pro is just for leagues. You need pro. The ending distance goes up. The ending distance goes up and down by 1. So starting point, I'm sure, could easily be changed. The ending distance goes up and down by 1. Oh, yeah. So you're saying you can do like Yeah, like 121 instead of 120. Yeah, I don't know why they start you at 25. Like, because those 5-yard shots, it's beneficial. You don't need to go lower than that, but 5 yards to where you got to hit it like maybe 2 or 3. It's beneficial to do that. 30. I love the checkup on these. 35. Too much. Spin, spin, spin. See you crushing it. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Go in the hole. Go in the hole. Go in the hole. Go in the hole. Oh! Before I forget, the guys over at McGolfin TV, I don't know if you guys ever seen them. They do live streams most of the days out of the week, like 4, 5, 6 times a week. They do, it's 2 brothers. One guy plays Lex, who's like a scratch handicap, or maybe he's a 2. And then Phil is his brother. He does the broadcast, does like flyovers and funny commercials and all that stuff. From at home, he sends over the video feed, but they've done that redirect thing a couple times for me. So before I forget, a lot of times I see that they're live, and then by the time I say goodbye and everything and answer questions, I forget to send it over.
Ed Jetly03 tipped $5 through Super Chat. Hope you had a Merry Christmas.
Hey, Jet. Appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you as well. I was saying it throughout this, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it with friends and family. You had a good day. Appreciate you, Jet. How's the course going? Last time we were in here, you sent a picture. I still want to play that with you, especially because you're a member too. But whether you were or not, I want to play that with you once you finish it. I'll confirm on course record and the SGT Pro option. Looks like way better VLA. Yeah, I mean, they come off toast. These come off like a TP5X to where, like, I'm not doing anything crazy, and I wasn't trying to hit flop shots with the tri-flies, but they just climb up the screen. These, they're hitting probably down here, and they don't climb up the screen. Even like super full 56s, which is good and bad. I don't mind I didn't mind the VLA in terms of the performance. I just didn't like the VLA in terms of it coming back at me. I'm just setting up this redirect. Maybe? Where are they? Were they not? I could have sworn I saw a notification they were live. Hey, Ryan joined the Discord. McGolfin TV, no sleep until I shoot par. 18 holes. They should be live. That was an hour ago? There they are. All right. Thank you, Jet. Appreciate the super chat. Eight-foot screen. I got a 10 by 10, but I'm probably as close, maybe even closer to my screen than you are. I'm just shy of 6 feet to where if I have this head cover from where I hit from, the head cover just has enough to clear the screen. My arms aren't very long either. So definitely in terms of having the balls hit the ceiling and all that stuff, the Tour X's are for sure way better. All right, back to the ladder. Hit this 40. You look at the spin too. Like those type of shots, I'd probably be closer to 3,000 with the tri-fly. You get like double the spin with these Torxes with the urethane compared to the ionomer. Been busy with work, spent time with family, or spent some time with the lady the past couple weeks. Haven't really had time to work on it. Need to get back and get it finished. Yeah, let me know for sure. Let's play. We'll do a 2-man scramble, low pressure. If we play bad, it'll be my fault. It'll just be fun. We've never played before, so one, that'll be fun. You've been very generous and kind with the support over the past couple months, and really cool to play a course that you also designed. Simmer. Needed 40. But Merry Christmas to you as well. Maybe. Spin. All right. These are going to start getting a little bit easier in terms of now we have a 5-yard green to work with the 10%. Anyone out there, though, they're looking to score a little bit better, work on their game, this is a great place to do it. These scoring clubs and these wedges to where you pick out a number like this one, I'm going to try to hit at 45. These are super important shots if you're trying to shoot some better scores. That'd be great. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. Let's do it for sure. Just let me know whenever you want. Whenever you get it done, we'll play it. And if you want, we can play before, too. We can just play a random course if you want. 9-foot ceiling, 8-foot screen in my tiny room. Yeah, I mean, you'll see once I start hitting 56 here, Toast, you'll see that they, like I'll hit by the end of this when I get up towards 80, 90 yards, I'll be hitting full 56s. They still just hit towards the bottom of the screen and just die. 45. 46, but that's good. Only downside, like I've been saying, is you just got to orient the ball every time, but try to hit this 50-ish. 47, it's got to go a little. All right. 55. They go further, too, on these type of shots. They just kind of, they shoot off the club. That was almost a big dog shot there, scaring the hole. Definitely higher ball speeds, too. Hit this 60. Kind of sculled it. All right, this is probably the last one for the 60 degree, then I'll go over to the 56. Trying to fly this 65 is pushing it. I don't like swinging that hard with my wedges. Look at that spin, though. 8,300 on a 60, and these are pretty crappy old wedges, too. 70. Could probably get the 60, or probably get the 61 more. You know, have even more spin, but this will be like a 3/4, 56. Short, needs 70. But those knockdown shots, not quite as much spin. Now we've got a pretty generous gimme area. 75. Not swinging hard enough. That's 8,200. Now that we're swinging a little bit more, I just got to step on it. See there? Can we meet at studs instead? Yeah, we can meet at studs. I mean, you only have to ask me once for that, Ryan. I'm always in for studs. How do you get the white aim marker? Hey, question, how do you get that white aim marker when you're trying to aim precisely? Which one do you mean? You mean this one right here? Remember doing that with silver tape with the Garmin? Which mark are you talking about? So like if you're talking about this one, this right here that I'm about to show you, this is J on the keyboard. So like J for Jet Li or J for John. Oh, did I click off of it? Hold on. Oh, it's not working. So J is usually it jumps to the ball where like it kind of does like a semi flyover and goes down. Are you talking about this main one when you're playing around? There's some in settings you maybe. Again, once I finish this, I can show you something quick and we can get you straightened out. It'll be visual though, so aim indicator, maybe that one. It could be that in settings, visual settings, possibly. I'm not sure exactly which one. Which one you're talking about. There's a button to show aim indicator, so is that it? We can also press, if I press tab, I don't know if this will work on the range. Maybe P, pin indicator, possibly that one. If you press tab on your keyboard, all these shortcuts will come up. It's probably P. And J is usually, it's called shot cam, but J is the one where you kind of go out to wherever your carry's set to with your bag mapping, and it kind of flies out there, and you can go left and right, forward and back. You can also aim that way. $75. 74.6 should be pretty good. That's a 33 VLA. That would probably be closer to like 40, 45 with the tri-fly. This is where we got to start stepping on the 56 a little bit. We got to fly this 80. $79.2, 9,000 spin. $85. 81, 9,300 spin. Either with the mouse or keyboard arrows. Yeah, so if you're saying just move, like for this, for example, I can just move left and right with the keyboard. That moves the red one. That's where you're aimed. The white one's always going to be where the flag is, so you can't move that. Or you can click as well. I'll load up a course here after, so we can make sure that I'm answering exactly what you're asking. All right, I don't know if we can get this 56 up to 90. We're going to try. $83. All right, time to go to the approach wedge. You probably should have done that like 2 shots ago, but I just don't like swinging the wedges that hard. This one we need 95. $81. I mean, I swung pretty easy. I would usually go further than that. There it is. That's still, though, 8,000 backspin with a choke down approach wedge is pretty good in terms of stopping power. Confirmed with Cook, SGT standard membership is all we need for course record and TNT events. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, but good confirmation. Thanks for messaging him. So when you're on the course, you zoom in, there's a white aim circle, you move around. Yeah, so that's the J. J on the keyboard for like John or Jet. It's J. That's how you do that. Seen it a few times, can't figure it out. Yeah, it's J on your keyboard. So again, if you press the tab, T-A-B, tab button on your keyboard, it pulls up the shortcuts. It's J for shot cam. Some people call it scout. There's different lingos that people call it to on like control boxes or whatnot, but J is the key you're looking for. It kind of flies out there, and it has like the, what is it, probably 6 or 8 arrows to go like back and forward, left and right. That's what you're looking for. I'll still show you that after, just to make sure. Hundo. $105. Basic membership right now? Yeah, so you should be good then. As long as you can see like the course records, then that's all you need. You don't really, I mean, we all do it for course records just because it's fun, because everything tracks it for us. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Jip. I guess you don't really need it, but we all do the course records well. So we all, like I said, last Tuesday, we had 5 groups all competing for the same course record, which is fun. Everything tracks, and then you're trying to beat the other groups. 110. $105, and I pulled it, but I think that'll still be in the inner circle. 9,400 on that. $115. $109. Still should be there. $9,600. Tri-flies, that's probably half. That's probably 4,000 with the tri-fly. Now we come back down. $10,000. That was kind of Healy. $110. Oh, I scolded it. I got to double check the memberships. Jet was kind enough to gift some memberships, and a couple other people as well. Triple Bogey was one of them. I got to check those, see if some of those are starting to expire and fall off. Out of fairness for people that are paying to be a member, I want to make sure that's up to date. 105. Go. $95. 95.8. $90. Back to the 56. And try to get 85 out of this. What's up, FFK? We were looking before. I guess I don't know what it was used for. I thought it was on aim point. There is a different thing for aim point in terms of putting. Out to brave the cold. Good luck, Toast. We're looking flying fat kid. I just did the twisted stroke play, and I thought maybe you were in the sim playing. It looked like you were on hole 3. I was gonna see if you want to do the scramble, but you must have played it. Whatever last time you were in the sim, you must have played only the 3 holes and then stopped. Got to get you a Mr. Heater, keep you toasty while you stream. I have the one. What is it? Yeah, Mr. Heater, Mr. Buddy, whatever it is, the one that sits on top of the propane. But it doesn't do anything for the garage. And I burn through a ton of propane, so I just come out here and kind of rough it out. But I go through so much propane. I've been streaming now for what, 2 hours, a little bit longer. You chew up. I run through a ton of propane in terms of money refilling the tanks. So kind of is what it is. Stice has small head, so aim point works with fat fingers with the whole screen. Yeah, Frank gets 2 fingers and he's like 10 yards to the right. All right, 85. I got to kind of step on this with a 56. Zippy zippy. Zippy zippy. This is my Uncle Tony's stud hat. 80. Healed it. $80.4. Zip. Love me some Torexes. Flying Fat Kid, are you going to do are you playing that match with you and your daughter versus Grip and Sip and his daughter? That'd be fun to watch. 75. $76. Golf's a little bit easier when you can actually stop the ball when you want to. 70. 68, close enough. Kind of healed it. 65, and then we'll switch back to the 60 degree. Summer. Mr. Heater hooks up to natural gas. Also have an insulator in the garage, that is. Oh, you're talking about the bigger one? I have the one that just sits on like the propane tank you use for a grill. I have the single burner small one that sits on, you screw it to the top of the propane tank, and all it does is it's not a space heater. It works as it's an infrared heater, so it heats like objects, meaning us in like my body, more than it does like the ambient. But I mean, it's up to, or I shouldn't say up to, but we're sitting at 32 degrees on the dot. So we're exactly at freezing. This big number, 61, that's the humidity. We're at 32 degrees Fahrenheit in the garage, which, I mean, I got like 4 layers on. So I got like thermal leggings, thermal long sleeve. In terms of like my legs and my arms and my core, my body is fine. It's just hands and mainly my feet, even though I have wool socks on. It's really when I walk over to aim and stuff with the concrete, it's the feet that get cold more than anything. I was looking into, they're called mini diesel heaters on Amazon. Vivor makes one, which I've had some Vivor stuff. They make pretty good stuff, but Tom 70, I think, basically Tom in the Twisted Sticks he plays with Rich, he got one. And he said it works really well, but you have to have an exhaust for that thing, and I would have to go and buy diesel. But they're like $125. They have some from like 100 to like 150, maybe. It's just it's not insulated, so I'm just, no matter what I do, it's just kind of pissing away money in terms of buying stuff. But it is what it is. Cold golf is better than no golf. I have a carbon monoxide detector from when I used that heater last year. It's just, I got a little bit worried about fire indoors. And I don't have natural gas, so I am jealous though, you guys out there that have mini splits and insulated garage and all that stuff, especially people that are just indoors. I am jealous. Summertime and wintertime. Dunk it. I'm a dog married to the game. Well, addicted, psychotic, married to the game. A lot of adjectives you could use, but I agree. For better or for worse, we're out here. I need 40. Not 49. I did it again. We're going to lose a level here. 40 yards. That's short. 41. Never mind. It's fine. Ooh. $35. Kind of sculled it, but it's fine. $30. That's too much. That's 13 yards too much. Still too much. What's going on here? 30 yards. What are we doing? Oh, back a level. That's terrible. Now we need 35. Glitchy Golf, you play GS Pro? We gotta get you in Thursday Thunder too. Looks like Ryan joined the Discord. I think he's gonna pop into Thursday Thunder. The more the merrier. 30 yards. Not 35. What is going on with this shot? Finally. I feel like you should get a couple strokes on your competition. Just a toughness handicap, plus the layers taking away mobility. I agree, but I know you're half joking. I would take, on certain people, I would for sure take the strokes, but for sure, there's no doubt about it. The balls, we were talking about this the other day, the balls actually don't make a huge difference being cold. The people have done tests before where they put the ball in the freezer and then they put the ball in like a hot car and then they bring it inside and they test the ball. There's not a huge difference in terms of the performance of the ball when it's cold, but you're 100% right in terms of like my feet being freezing, can't feel my hands type of stuff. and just being bundled up. Obviously, you can't move quite as quick, and I play my best golf in terms of staying loose, kind of feeling like I'm swinging a bit easier and it goes further, and ball speed, all that stuff when I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, when it's like 75, 80 degrees and like a little bit humid to where you constantly just have a light sweat going. Definitely you play the best, at least I do, in those conditions, which clearly we're not at, but it is what it is. It's always something. It's either too much. It's either too cold and I complain, or it's too hot and I complain. So it's like anything else, though. You just get used to it. Whoa. That's a glitch. $9,400 doesn't spin like that. Now, the ball also doesn't react like that. $20. Are we just starting over again? Or are we back? What are we doing here? Was that it? Oh. Start a channel the past month. Let me see if I can click. I feel like I may already be subscribed. If not, I will be here in about 2 seconds. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. You can start playing with us. Jackwagon's online. Go to channel. Let me see. Oh, it pulled up. I can still do it. It pulled up on the other screen. All right. I was not subscribed. I like the banner in your thumbnails, though. I am subscriber number 2, and I have notifications turned on now. Breaking 75, one-man scramble. Breaking 85. Misfire Golf Tour. Hometown Hazard Tour. All right, I am subscribed. Let me just... Jet Li, if you're still in here, let me... I'll show you that aim indicator one more time. Just on the course. We'll load up a course real quick, and I'll show you. Whether you're watching or not, I can at least tell you to go back to the end of this stream to see it. And then we're going to call it quits. My feet are freezing. We'll just go local match. Local match, we'll go backwoods. I'm probably on scramble. Hitting some balls. Don't do leagues, just high handicap challenges. Taking up internet space with mediocre golf and elite jokes. Yeah, I mean, relatable golf content. That's kind of how I started. I just figure you're gonna... The whole reason why I did the channel was because if I was gonna play golf anyways, figure I might as well record it and try to get something out of it. Gotta feel good to go back inside. Either way, though, hop in the Discord, and if you don't have the membership, you'll have to have the SGT membership from what Frank was just saying if you want to do Thursday Night Thunder with us. But that's my favorite way to play. Like, the tours and the leagues are all fun, and the club is fun just for more so the people that you get to play with kind of stuff. But to me, my favorite way to play is scrambles and those Thursday Night Thunders where you're playing with people online, you can talk trash, and you're playing together. That's the best way to play. But this is what I think you're asking for, Jet. Let me make sure I'm clicked on this. So if I press, again, J for Jet or J for John on the keyboard, I think this is what you were asking for. And then from there, I just use the keyboard to go forward, back, left, and right. That's how you fine tune. And it's these numbers that come up when you press J. I know my video is blocking it, but on the lower left, you can see it on the projector. It goes based on the bag mapping. So I have my gap wedge set to, I don't know if it defaults to the pin, it must, but it'll go based on whatever your bag mapping is for that number. It'll pull up that club. So like when you're on the tee, I think I have my driver set to 265 carry. It'll jump out there 265 yards, and then you adjust from there. But it's whatever club GS Pro thinks you should hit. That's the number it'll give you. The par 3 is a little bit different because it just brings you to the pin. But that's how you do it. You just press the J key, and then you can fine tune where you want to try to start it or land it, kind of thing. Moving up in the world. Appreciate the sub, no problem. Everyone else here, if you want to see some higher handicap, mediocre golf, according to Glitchy Golf with elite jokes, go subscribe to him. And if you want, if you're so inclined, you can become a channel member, and then me and you, I want to try to prioritize those people that are kind enough to go above and beyond in terms of support. But if you want to become a channel member, me and you we can do a 2-man scramble together and play together. You don't need any kind of membership for that in terms of like SGT. We can just do an online match and play together. And you get your name down below. A little advertising for the channel, Glitchy Golf. And we got we have a little private group within the Discord just for members as well. So we got some more exclusive type of stuff in there in terms of people talking about deals and videos that I have coming. If I do members only or members first type of videos, you get access to that. But I think that's going to do it for me. Yeah, no problem, Jet. Like I said, I appreciate you being a member, all the support, the gifted memberships, the super chats, all that stuff. And whether you did that or not, I'm happy to answer any questions if I can help people out. But that's going to be it. I'll be out here tomorrow. Hopefully things slow down a little bit in terms of holiday stuff after New Year's, but I'll have a little more time to come out here. But probably between now and New Year's, I'll be out here almost every day. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a sore throat. Being out here in the cold probably doesn't help. But as long as I don't get sick doing this, I'll be out here almost every day. But I'm out of here. I'm going to turn my hat off. Climbing up in the subs. Jet Li, 3rd sub. I'm out of here. I have it set to redirect. Good rest of the day. You guys too. Happy holidays. Have a good rest of the day. Shout out to Murph again. Hopefully he sees this. I'm going to redirect you guys over to McGolfin TV. They've done that in the past where they send people over here. So finally remembered to return the favor for once. So they're playing live golf on course. It'll transfer you over. I think a message will pop up saying, do you want to go over there? You can pop over there and tell them that I sent you. I'd appreciate it. But I'm out of here. Appreciate the super chats and the support as always. And I will see you at some point tomorrow. See ya.